must have broken, like, it was broken up here. I didn't.
Nice
That's
job.
why we get no projects done because of you two.
It's coming out of your check, Richie.
Hey, that was broken. Fine.
So other than that one, we got 3 boxes right here. We're about to epoxy this floor. So if you guys haven't seen the prep of this floor, man, we probably have close to 20 hours of labor into prepping this floor. This old Napa store, I mean, they've been using this for mechanical work for like 30 years. So this floor was in terrible shape. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like now. We had to level out a lot of the concrete. We're gonna move the compressor over there. That's one of the last things we have to do. But we had to level out a lot of this concrete, and we grinded the concrete for like 10 hours, both ways. And we also acid etched the concrete like 3 times after we initially degreased it. So, I mean, this concrete doesn't look perfect. I know it doesn't, but good Lord, at some point, we got to throw in the towel and say, like, listen, we just got to get this done. And then we of course squeegee cleaned it 3 times, let it dry for 24 hours, and we have dehumidifiers running. Dehumidifiers, these are big dehumidifiers. They can do twice the square footage, and we got 2 of them. Just sucking all the humidity out of the air. And we had fans running all night, so the floor is really dry. It feels like sandpaper. And then the last thing we did was we used the blow machine, and we just blew out all the dust, which there was barely any dust in here because we squeegee cleaned it so much. That's the edge to clean it. We don't need that anymore since we got the other stuff. We may do a little broadcast, but we're not gonna do a full broadcast of these. We may do like we may throw some, flakes here and there, kind of up in the air, let them fall. But we're not gonna do a full broadcast like we did on my last shop. The AC guy just left. We got a quote for doing AC, getting the AC in the lobby fixed because it doesn't even work right now. And then doing AC in the main shop for now. And then we're gonna put mini splits up in here and the back. We're gonna do mini splits. So we'll have 3-inch closed cell foam on the roofs, all the roofs, and then AC throughout the entire building. So we'll be good to go. Everything's looking really good. Everything's on track. Everything's going very well. So far, we are right on track for where we need to be. And I can't wait to get this floor on, so stay tuned. We're about to jump right into it. The prep was the hard part. Now it's the fun part, epoxying the floor. Alrighty guys, we just got finished up with the floors. Let me know what you think down below. I think they turned out really good. We got a dark gray floor and a black wall, which is exactly the way we wanted it. And then we're gonna put some really bright octagon LEDs that are in the box right, those 2 boxes right there, and it's gonna look really cool. And we're gonna put my LED signs on that back wall. So as soon as a customer comes in, we're gonna have a new door be installed. In two days, a new door gets installed. Everything's coming together. It's looking really, really good. Let me know what y'all think. We also are getting, just like we did on my last shop, we're gonna do the rubber 4-inch all the way around. So it ties the ground to the wall really nicely and it's seamless and it looks really good. In about 20 minutes, we're gonna come by here and we're gonna pick up all this blue tape that's on all of our edges with the spiked shoes. Let this sit overnight. We did a little bit of a flake in here. I think it looks really good, guys. Definitely a lot better than it looked before. This floor was really rough, so anything's better than before, but I think it did turn out really good. So we'll let this sit for 24 hours before we put any feet on it, and we'll let it sit for about 4 days before we put a vehicle in here, which we shouldn't have a vehicle in here for another 6 days anyway, so we'll be all right. In here in the lobby, we're working on raising the ceiling so that it goes all the way to the roof. So we're framing out and drywalling my office up to the ceiling. That way the space just looks more natural, I guess. It just doesn't look natural with that office space going halfway. It doesn't look that good in our opinion. The ceiling tiles are going very well. We're about to do some more tonight and then finish them up tomorrow. So everything's going along really, really well, guys. Hope you're enjoying episode, I think this is episode 5 of the Dream Shop build in the old Napa store. The guys still have a lot of tools they got to get out of here. The previous shop, before I started moving my stuff in, they still got all these lifts they got to take out. But everything's going very, very well. Alrighty guys, it's day 2 of episode 5. Yesterday we didn't have that much footage because the floor took us forever, so I figured we'll roll it into this day. They just got done picking up all these tires that were sitting right here. I think they gotta, their trailer wasn't that big, so I think they gotta come back to pick those up. But the door guy just left. He's replacing that door tomorrow. He wanted to make some more measurements, and we're getting all the 6 doors up front serviced. So he was looking at those. We're gonna do new nylon rollers, greasing them, resealing the bottom edges of them, readjusting the springs, redoing the lock mechanism, and then we are replacing some glass panels. There's 5 in total glass panels. So the door guy just left. The electricians have been killing it inside of here. I'll show you what they've been doing, but they're replacing all these LED bulbs in the lobby today, and the bathroom is looking good too. Starting to look really good in here. Bathroom floor is looking good. Starting to look really good. It's coming together. Doing a good job.
Alright.
I like the look of those.
Yeah, it's gonna look a lot better when you put that grout in there. It's gonna make them just blow up.
Oh yeah. Really good. Yeah, Richie and Nick cleaning up a little bit in the lobby so the electricians don't have too much to trip over. But upgrading these all to LEDs inside here is really gonna improve the look. So, getting after it, making some progress. Also give you an update on this floor, how it's looking today. You can see where we grinded. You can see the waves where we grinded into the floor. It is what it is, you know. I was hoping that it would fill it in a little bit better, but you know, as we start working on this thing, it's really not gonna bother me. I think because it's so brand new, it's kind of like hitting you in the face, but you got to think, you're really going to be looking at a floor like this. You're not going to be staring down at a floor like that. You're going to kind of be looking at a floor like this. I'm going to go get the edges today. May install that tomorrow. That way I'm not walking all over the floor yet. Tomorrow's going to be a big day replacing that thing. It's going to suck for them because they got to cut out center blocks and brace it so the wall doesn't collapse, and take these things out and cut them all out with a saw. It's gonna suck. I'm gonna put some cardboard out in case blocks fall, and some pallets. We're also gonna be putting paper so there's not gonna dust out the entire shop. But here's what the floor is looking like. It's all coming together.
So now let's run that heat. You're gonna take it.
Alrighty, so they got the lights installed in the office now. So now it is extremely bright in here. Still got to paint the roof, but now we have really bright lights. So now when I'm doing my paperwork, I can see. So boom, they are wiring up the switch right now for it. And then we're adding a couple boxes in here as well for like computer and printer and stuff like that. The office isn't the biggest office in the world. By the way, we're drywalling. You want to be in the video again? Say subscribe.
Never.
Never subscribe? All right, you heard it, never subscribe. No, I'm just kidding, subscribe. But the walls right here that are block are gonna go drywall because obviously it looks super unprofessional with it being blocked right next to drywall. So we are drywalling the sheetrock, or we're sheetrocking in here. And then we're gonna paint it, of course, and it should look pretty good. It's not the biggest office in the world, but I don't need a big office, man. I just need a desk, a couple chairs, you know, a computer, a printer, and I'm good to go. So that's all I really need. The bathroom tile in here is looking really good. Dennis is doing an excellent job in here. We're putting black grout, so it's gonna tie it in very, very well. And the black grout I showed you yesterday, but we're also adding a light in there as well. Framing on top of the office is looking like it's going pretty well. So we can frame this in. The shop guys that were in the shop before me are working all day today clearing out stuff, so that's good as well. And we're just trying to get things cleaned up, trying to get things rolling. So we ran out of Swiss tracks for today, but we have 200 more coming tomorrow. But this gives you an idea of what this whole space kind of will look like. I know you guys kept hearing me talk about we're putting plastic over this epoxy, so that's why we're not going crazy expensive on the epoxy because there's gonna be plastic flooring over it anyway. This is what I meant by that. So you can see we have the Swiss tracks. We have 200 more showing up tomorrow, and we're gonna Swiss track this entire spot. Our Ceramic Pro LED sign's going up there tomorrow morning. And it's gonna look really cool with the octagon lights that are coming tomorrow morning as well, so that when I take a photo of a vehicle, it's gonna have our Ceramic Pro sign, our octagon lights overhead, and it's gonna look insanely good. Tomorrow, this big, ugly, disgusting door is getting fixed. I know I keep saying it, but we are painting those electrical boxes. We're just trying to find time to do it, but it's coming together, guys. I know I keep saying that, but I hope it looks like it in video. We are getting a lot of things done. The electrician's really knocking stuff out. In my office, they're doing all the outlets right now as we speak. But man, it's coming together. What do you think, Nick?
Oh yeah, it's gonna look good.
You like this shop better than the last shop?
A lot bigger, man.
What's your favorite thing about not working at that last shop and this shop? Just the space or what?
Oh, space.
Space,
Got a lot more
location? You
space.
like the
Oh, yeah.
location?
2 minutes down the road, can't really beat that.
You got a bunch of lunch spots anywhere?
Free lunch.
Oh yeah, sometimes boss pays for food. What about you, Richie?
What?
You like this shop better than the old shop?
Oh yeah, a lot bigger, a lot more space.
You like the location?
Yeah, it's in the middle of town, so we can go to places if we need to get stuff done. Oh, our lunch.
Oh yeah. Plus, like the cool thing about this location is like Ace Hardware, Lowe's, Home Depot, everything's like 2 minutes away from me. Instead of the last shop where it was like 30 minutes away anytime I needed something, now I'm like 2 minutes away. So it's so much better, man. Things are coming together, slowly but surely. That is a really cool Kavacha LED sign that we honestly might put up here eventually, but we have to build it first. And it's gonna take us a few hours to build that thing. We gotta put a backboard on it, so we're probably not gonna get to that this week. This week, we're just trying to get like mission critical stuff done, like things that absolutely have to get done before customers show up. That's why we're not so focused on the lobby area as much as this area, just trying to get this area done and get like the door, the lights, everything up. Richie, we need to put up those vertical lights on this wall too. We got like 20 of them. Yeah, we got like 20 of them, so. I was thinking on that back wall, we need to put some too, but I may on the back wall do them horizontal instead of vertical. Okay. I think that would look cool on the back wall. Mm-hmm. That way we can see the front bumper defects and stuff a little bit better.
Yeah, we just gotta get the stuff from the
Yeah. The screw, yeah, no, they're gonna look really good. And instead of screwing into the cinder blocks with those lights, I thought about putting Velcro strips, like 3 inches of Velcro strips. Same thing with the ceiling tiles in there. Instead of gluing them, Velcro.
Just put it straight on and it'll stick.
It would stick instead of screwing into concrete for something that weighs 1 pound.
Sure.
That'd
Yeah.
be stupid, you know?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a ton of Velcro strips. We're about to brighten this entire space up. People keep commenting about the black walls, black walls, black walls. I got it, guys. I got it. You know, but man, in person, it's going to be super bright. You're not going to want extremely bright walls, and hopefully, it all makes sense in the end for you guys. But that's going to do it for episode 5. This wraps up episode 5. We got a ton of work done in this episode. We're getting even more work done in tomorrow's episode. I'm going to pick up on tomorrow's episode right after we close out this one, because I don't want the videos to be too long and you guys to get bored. So subscribe if you guys are new. Smash the like button on the video. It really helps the channel grow and get these videos out to more people, so I really would appreciate it. We're putting a ton of time and effort into this project, so I want to get it out to as many people as we can. We'll see you guys in the next one. Appreciate your support. Peace.